Hi everyone, welcome back. We're here for another community async. This is the 23rd async. We got some standard inverted, which you're thinking, well, how does that work? Well, you'll just have to watch. But it's kind of wacky. This is also take two because we played the first attempt at async 23 was a little there was just a little logic bugs or what. It doesn't matter. We had a fun time.
It was fine.
We had a fun time dissecting that. I got Gilgamesh here on comms. Hi Gilgamesh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, that's me.
And we got Captain and Killer App up on the restream. So let's just hop right into this. There's no time to wait. Everybody that's watching this on YouTube already left. The intro's too long. Just go. Just go. Wait a minute. That's not Sonic Mania. That's Rabi-Ribi. That's completely different.
Hopefully it's not like the last one where it was 2 hours of silence, according to one random YouTube commenter.
According to one chat member that clearly didn't watch for very long. No, Rabi-Ribi, that's good music. So yeah, right out the gate, you're seeing that our runners are in the Light World. You see the L at the top that stands for Light World. This is normally Hyrule Castle, but this is inverted. So what Codeman has done with the Overworld randomizer is grabbed Link's house, Hyrule Castle, and also like Sanctuary, and put them in the Dark World. So you'll see once we get out of Hyrule Castle, then things are going to look a little bit more inverted, like one would expect. Ooh, nice. Some good items off the bat.
Yeah, hammer, half magic, it's easy.
And a bee? We already got the bee? It's good stuff.
I gotta say, I love the way this can of soda wiggles when it moves. It's really funny.
That's a Sprite, right? That's Sprite.
It's a Sprite, yes. I believe that is the
okay,
the funny
just
there.
making sure. And then Blue Mel turns into what? Pepsi?
I think it was Pepsi Coke, yeah.
I'm thinking Captain's thinking about them bombs right now, but not getting any drops from any of these enemies. I think he got Heart Drop already, maybe? So that might be part of the good prize pack. There's a lamp as well.
Wow, okay, sure.
Oh, looks like it's all hearts,
Nope.
so...
Yeah,
bad.
that is not the weak prize pack.
Isn't that the, like, vanilla prize pack for this group, I think?
Might be.
So I gotta hope we find some bombs later on. I feel like I played a seed, because I think I played one of these, and then I put up the previous async, the one that was a little busted.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this one, and I think in the first one that I played, I did have a situation where I had to come back to Hyrule Castle with bombs after clearing
and go through the back
to find something. I might have even been the Moon Pearl, maybe.
Neat.
Yeah, it's very funny. But yeah, aside from it just being standard inverted, this is a 7-7 defeat Ganon. Our players will find swords, trust us. And we'll find other goodies as we have to beat all 7 crystal dungeons and go beat up Ganon. For those that have played inverted or seen inverted, things are going to look a little different. There has been some changes to certain mechanics. Overworld has changed a little bit, aside from just, you know, the screens that have been moved to the Light World. And we'll touch on that as we see them appear on screen. And some of them are kind of silly. Some of them I've been asking for a million years.
There is one in particular that I'm like, they should just really put this in actual inverted because it would make things a lot less annoying.
Now, this is a very particular inverted with the standard. There is also just straight inverted 2.0 that has all the changes that we'll see eventually without the standard start, without the overworld shuffle. So you would still have your, you know, you start at what would normally be the bomb shop, or you start at Dark Sanctuary, and everything plays out normally, but the few of the different changes.
Yeah, I think like my, I don't know, I'm not a huge inverted fan personally.
I'm not either.
But I think in general the way regular inverted is setup is in a mostly good spot. I kind of wish there was like a cross between the two here, because I think regular inverted with, you start at the bomb shop, you start at Dark Sanctuary with a couple of those changes, like, I don't know, maybe the TR bridge on East Death Mountain from this one in what we normally see as inverted would be a nice change. Because, I mean, like, what are the big pain points in inverted for most people? It's mountain routing.
East Death Mountain sucks.
Yeah.
Several butts. Yes.
And then, like, lack of things to do early, I guess.
Yeah. It's one of those things where there's not as many checks in the early game outside of diving dungeons, so getting good stuff to help you kind of pick your route, or even just getting, like, nice safeties, or just even ability to kill stuff.
What if we had a starting flute and then also added Key Sanity? And then fix that East Death Mountain problem, and then I think I have an inverted mode I would actually not hate.
But then you're still playing inverted.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta make concessions somewhere.
Yeah. We did see the Rat Drop Prize Pack is loaded with bombs, so we are going to actually get everything out of Hyrule Castle in one go.
Fantastic.
Everybody beyond excited. Gilgamesh, did you play this seed?
I did not, because it was inverted.
Smart man. Genius, in fact.
No, I've been slacking off with my asyncs. I haven't played one in about a month between tournaments and Tears of the Kingdom and some other stuff I got. Dude, IRL going on.
You play them when you feel like, man. I don't.
Well, I'll tell you what. I saw a little.
Excuses are not acceptable here.
Casual boots, all dungeons for next week.
Yeah.
Which I am extremely interested in, because that is probably my favorite mode to play.
Really? Interesting.
I do. I love a regular Key Sanity, and I love starting with a sword and boots, because I don't think the game's that much fun to play without either of those things.
You say regular Key Sanity, as in, like, not Key Sanity? Or?
I like, I don't know, not like mixed key, like, not...
Oh, like MC
shuffle, but not, yeah.
Those
full
cherry-picked shuffle.
I should say, yeah.
No, that's fair. Alright, Killer App, first out of Hyrule Castle, meet us, saves, and quit, and head down, because remember, we are in the Dark World. So despite...
Even though it doesn't look like the Dark World,
despite the palettes shenanigans, this is Hype Cave. We're getting 5 items out of here.
Just go by what the thing on the corner of the screen says. It says L. That means Dark World.
Yeah, L means Dark World. That, I think, for playing these, that up the corner confused me more than the palette itself, I think.
Because I'm inclined to agree.
The idea is that now the Dark World is the new Light World, but we still call it the Dark World. So
right.
It's I think it's just conceptually confusing. Just requires you to play a lot more, because that only shows up when you're playing this mode or anything that has the overworld shuffle, which is where, like, screens on the overworld are randomized, like this. We did see a mirror out of Hype Cave. That's a good find. Not really useful right now, aside from getting out of dungeons quicker.
Certainly nice to have early, though, especially because inverted can do weird things sometimes. And there's a sword. All right, this isn't bad.
Good start. Good start and set of items. Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. But it's so easy to be like, oh man, the grass is so green, it must be in the actual Light World,
Speaking
not the
of
Dark
those
Light World.
changes that you mentioned. Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. No, yeah.
Yeah, Gilgamesh, what are you
It's
talking
confusing.
about?
It's a little confusing.
It's a little confusing. That is not one of the changes. That is normal.
Yes.
One change that we didn't talk about is Graveyard Ledge. Because in this mode, Standard Escape, Standard is in its vanilla spot. The drop-down is in its vanilla spot. King's Tomb is now back in strong. There's our second sword already. Nice. King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge are both back in the Light World. And we're in the Dark World, but we're in the Light. I don't even know how to word it now.
It's hard to. It is a little confusing.
All right, for the sake of convenience, Dark World is Dark World, Light World is Light World. We're just not even going to acknowledge the letters at the top of the screen.
Okay, I like that.
So, because that's so much easier to. So, King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge are back in the Light World. So, to get to Graveyard Ledge, you would just have to get to
Like you would
the
normally
light
do it.
world, and yeah. Well, yeah. So you go there in the light world and then mirror back to the dark world, like you would in inversion. I think you don't just walk up there anymore, right?
Well, we'll find out when one of our players goes there. How about?
Yeah. There's a whole thing that's been written up. There's a whole paste bin, a whole list of changes. Clearly, we haven't read it recently. I looked at it when I played a couple of these. Not this seed though. I didn't play this one. This is all new to me.
So what was I watched you stream it too, but I can't remember what was broken about the initial one. Something about where the Moon Pearl was.
The Moon Pearl was in Ice Palace, but in
Right.
Inverted 2.0, Ice Palace has been reverted back to its old ways. So now, in order to get into
Right.
Ice, you need Light World Access, you need the Moon Pearl, you need the Flippers, and you need the Mirror. So, and you can't swim as a bunny without doing some really cool tricks, which I also learned.
I am a fan of that trick. I have
very
used
cool.
that once or twice before, and it's a pretty neat one.
Oh yeah, since this isn't like a Key Sandy in any way, you know, dungeons still have their normal item count, so 2 items in Skullwoods. We did see a sword. I don't remember if we saw the other item or not, but we're gonna see it on Captain's side.
Or are we? No, we're good.
Killer Rat picking up a shield over here. Village of Outcasts. Captain deciding,
Well, can't do the bomb jump on one
just
heart.
die.
So.
Yeah. So we have a hammer. We need a Moon
We have
Pearl.
2 bees.
We have 2 bees. And Captain's got a map. Alright, so that's it for Skull Woods. Let's get the heck out of here. One of the other changes is before, to get up to Death Mountain, to get up to Dark Death Mountain, you would just need your usual glove and lamp. And before, there was a ladder in front of GT, the GT entrance, that lets you get over to East Death Mountain. That ladder's not there anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah. And we'll see that later if our runners ever find a flute. Because then things are going to get super spicy, I tell ya. So getting over to East Death Mountain is a little bit different in Inverted 2.0.
I see.
And we'll get into it when we see it. But it's kind of nice because it more or less removes the possibility of having to do these low heart Lionel dodging. Which is...
Oh, that's half the fun of Inverted, though.
No, it's not!
You just take the hit from the fireball and you're fine.
And then you walk into the other one and explode. Everybody knows that. Ooh.
You get boots and you overworld glitch over to the other side of the mountain
Of
without even having to
course.
see the Lionels.
Yeah, both runners in Thieves Town. We saw... what
Yeah, I
we got
mean,
here?
this is... What else do we have at this point? Well, I guess we can go to pod now with that hammer, right?
That is
If we
true.
want to.
And with Lamp, we can do almost everything in there, depending on what's bow locked.
Right.
Um,
Pyramid ledge we can do. That's exciting.
some good stuff. Yeah. That's the thing with Invert is like you run out of checks quicker.
Yeah, your early game is pretty restricted. So I mean, coming into a fully clearable to use town is, you know, one of the few choices you generally have in an inverted seed.
Mm-hmm. And it can be a little scary at this health. I mean, the game was pretty nice. It gave us a couple hearts, but you know, on
Yeah, a
green
couple
mail,
hearts and a sword, which is, you know, more than you tend to have in inverted with the blind fight if you're coming in here early.
Another thing you'll see on Killer App side is, despite having the fighter sword and green mail, those little crickets, lizards, whatever you like to call them, are actually given the attributes of the Light World rats.
Oh,
They
really?
have been swapped. Same
I
with
didn't realize they made this baby mode.
the birds. You know that bird that likes to kill you outside Bumper Ledge?
I sure do. I'm well
Um,
acquainted with that bird.
He's now more like the Light World birds, which means the rats and the birds in the Light World are now like the Dark World ones. So
Gotcha.
got to be a little careful when you're eventually going through Lost Woods. You don't want to get dunked on. Are there any other rats outside of Hyrule Castle?
In the Light World, well, there's like the Bomb Hut in Kakariko.
Yeah, Bomb Hut.
None of the dungeons have rats, so yeah, it's kind of really it.
You know, it's kind of not. They should really throw more rats into the game. They should have replaced more enemies with rats.
Well, we could always turn Enemizer on to get more rats.
Okay, next time we'll do Enemizer. Killer app mirroring out. I believe the small key for the big chest is locked within the big chest. Don't have to worry about that, and I think mirroring out was maybe just like a...
I think, well, without a glove, I think this is like marginally faster.
Ah, true, without the glove. That's a good point.
Yeah, it's pretty close, but I think this saves like a second or two.
Let's see this. We have a sword and full health. Shouldn't have any trouble on this blind fight if you stay on script. And I'm curious. I have not been keeping track of our item counts or whatnot. I don't know. I feel like we saw a map and compass in here already. I'm so bad at that. Nice fight.
I am also. I played a casual boost seed like last week, and I've played nothing but Key Sanity like the past 3 months between the Add Keys tournament and Cross Keys, and I was having a real hard time remembering to like keep count of items in dungeons because I'm just used to getting them all.
You're just used to doing everything. I don't blame you. Oh gosh. Okay, gets a heart. I was a little worried about Captain there. Sometimes it's scary putting your trust in the hammer.
But yeah, hammer does not cooperate all the time.
Yeah. Well.
So, Killer App gonna head back into, well, not head back into Skullwoods, but head into Skullwoods for the first time. Gonna have Master Sword.
Oh my gosh, is this gonna be an Agaseed?
It's inverted, so yes, of course it's gonna be an Agaseed.
So, we already been through Hyrule Castle, so we know Hyrule Castle is the same. In normal inverted, the Castle Tower entrance leads to GT, and the GT entrance leads to Castle Tower. That's not the case anymore. Those dungeons are back in their normal locations. So, and I think that's more of a standard inverted than just an inverted.
Right.
So, with that
so yeah,
sword,
we just straight up have Ag access now, right?
we straight up have
Sword,
Ag access.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'd be curious to see if Killer App goes for that as opposed to maybe going over to the pod area. Because, I mean, we can get to the light world as a bunny.
Right, so what can we actually do in the dark world right now? Or, sorry, the light world right now? You can do bottle vendor.
Bottle vendor.
We have a mirror, so we can do Smith.
That's true. We can't do Smith. Sick kid. The usual.
Yeah.
The usual things you do when you get there with Moon Pearl. The other interesting thing is because of that means that the pyramid is in the light world now.
Right, so that is also another item.
We do get an item. You could have a Moon Pearl in the pyramid. Yeah, now Captain's gonna route down south, grab that Master Sword, grab...
Also good on Captain for getting through that blind fight. We can call it out there too, but...
Oh, yeah.
I know I said I was going to roast Captain a little bit, but, you know, he got through that without too much trouble.
He did so well that I didn't even notice. The thing is, like, when you have expectations of players, like, the only times you really notice anything is when they goof. So, I didn't see no goofs, so I didn't notice.
Alright, Killer App, what are we going for here? Are we going to pod? Nope, we're just going straight to Aga. You know, I don't hate this. I think this is alright.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's okay.
So I'm trying to think, are you getting a lot of value out of having the Aga portal in this the way you would in a normal inverted seed? Not as much, right? Because it doesn't put you right in front of GT. Because normally,
Right.
like that's actually a pretty useful save and quit in inverted seed.
Yeah, being able to just save and quit and immediately enter GT when you're
Right.
good to go. I didn't think about that. Well, yeah. I mean, I've seen this play before in the reverse. Like, someone just says, screw it, let's go to Aga, and then I'll go walk over and, like, check pod stuff, and then I can mirror and do Eastern.
Right.
That's the same thing. You can kind of go over there, maybe get Moon Pearl off of Saha.
Yeah.
And then do pod Eastern together. Or no, you can't get Moon Pearl at Saha. Moon Pearl in, like, front of pod or something.
But yeah, with that mirror, that makes this a little bit better, because you can just do all that in one sweep. See what Captain goes for, looks like. Oh, Captain still hasn't done Hide Cave yet.
I wonder if he forgot about it initially, because it's a quick...
I think he didn't have bomb. Oh, no, he did have bombs.
He did have bomb. I think he just didn't think about it, because...
You're so used to not having bombs when you start
yeah.
an inverted seed.
I mean, fortunately didn't miss out on anything.
Nah, the mirror was of no use at this point.
I wonder if we'll see... I would like to see a little divergence here.
Yeah, I think pod makes sense for Captain here, but there's always, you walk all the way over there, spend your money, and it's just bow locked and there's nothing there. Like,
yeah, that's true. If first chest isn't a small key, then... Oh, sorry. I'm a good tracker, leave me alone.
You didn't see Captain beat Ice Palace?
It was very quick. Did you know that he entered the Thieves Town boss room, but it was actually Gold Stair?
Uh-oh.
Somehow beat him with Lamp.
Inverted 2.0 is crazy.
This mode is sick.
So the thing is, and the reason I think Killer App's play here makes a lot of sense too, is we're still 2 items away from proper Dark World access, right? Like, I mean, chances are you're not going to find both of them over here. Maybe you do, but...
Yeah, there's a very good chance we're going to get one and then the other, and they're going to be not related to each other. Potentially.
Yeah. I would not be shocked. Well, although I could see a glove being here in pod, and that glove potentially leading to something else.
Yeah.
Somewhere else for the Moon Pearl.
I mean, it could get us up the mountain for a couple checks. I mean, we could still do some bunny stuff. You could find the Moon Pearl in Spec Rock or something. Spec Rock Cave. That's possible, or from saving the old man, assuming that's how stuff works up there.
Glove would also get us Catfish.
True. Nobody wants to do that. Not without boots.
And we are not bow locked.
Nope. We will continue here in
Pod being appended, by the way. I don't think anyone's done a map check yet.
Mountain not accessible with glove. Oh, right! That's another change. So Bumper Cave is vanilla. Because before, you had to, like, go through the connector caves.
Right, they were
and then
swapped.
mirror. But now you don't. So Bumper Cave is its normal self now, I think. So we don't actually have Death Mountain access until we either get the
Death Mountain access is only from Light World?
Yes.
Huh.
Oh!
Okay.
Wow, alright, well, there's a beatable pendant pod, but I'm not gonna be upset about pendant pod when you get a freaking bow in
The
there.
classic. Okay, so what if this is the green pendant and then we have to go to Saha to get our Moon Pearl?
Oh, I would laugh. I would laugh. I wasn't even counting how many blue balls we got. But that's a dead Aga per Killer App, and we are... That's a really weird looking bunny.
Well, that is that like... I don't understand what that is.
I don't know.
It's, the Sprite can turns into some kind of leper bunny? Is that, like, I don't know.
I'm not sure. But it looks like Killer App's gonna go ahead and mirror and head on over to Kakariko. On one hand, it's like, yeah, I beat Aga and I land on the pyramid. It makes perfect sense. But then you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. I'm supposed to be in the light world. And yeah, that's the other thing, is Rare Shop is also...
Oh, this is a big key. Yeah, wow, okay. This pod play is, pod play's looking pretty good.
Where's Killer App going? Nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody's confused. Well, Captain seems to know what he's doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
I guess it's just Killer App going over to the pod/eastern area.
I thought he was heading over to Kakariko, but had a change of heart.
Yeah, maybe thought, hey, there's potential for higher density over here.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Or bunny logging this way.
This I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna worry too much because this was a very different, odd
Yeah, no
mode.
doubt. I would have done the same nonsense probably too had I played this one, because I would have been like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to be going right now?
It's definitely a learn as you go mode. I don't know why Killer App did that loop though. 'Cause he was just there. He was just one screen down.
Didn't want to get got by the red guards.
Maybe, I don't know. Let's look. So we can save the Smith. We can check Sick Kid. We can buy Bottle Vendor. Those are the three usual ones. You can get purple.
Yeah. We can also do a little sequence breaking in the well. Oh, right. You can't go through the breeze way, right? Because you're in the dark world, you're in the castle, but in the light world, you're the pyramid, so you can't actually go out that way in Mirror, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right. That's
Yeah.
why. And even he got confused,
Yep.
and I got confused.
We all did.
Okay.
Except for chat. Somebody in chat pointed it out.
Codeman knows exactly what's going on. Nobody else does. I see. Okay. That's really funny. All right, Smith has 50 bucks.
50 bucks.
Sweet.
Alright, so Captain didn't find anything else in the back of Pod, so we're just gonna go to Helma here.
Oh yeah, we can also do hammer picks. Though of course, I would assume Killer App's gonna check like Bottle Vendor, Sick Kid first. I hope.
Yeah, because that's a long walk to get back here. You don't want to do that again.
This is a wild mode, so I don't blame anyone, including myself, for getting a little mixed up. There's a hook shot.
Oh. So, well, that doesn't do anything, right? Because we can't get up the mountain yet.
Correct. So, which feels weird, but
it's nice to have.
It's definitely nice to have, for sure.
Can we get into Meyer somehow now with that hook? No, because we don't have a medallion.
No. That would be funny, though. Alright, Sick Kid, what do you got for us today? 20 bucks. Killer App's cooking.
Release
He's thinking.
the bees.
He's thinking of something.
Alright, Bottle Vendor. This is our last, oh, 10 arrows. It's looking like Helma might actually be the answer here.
Helma or Purple Chest? Which is pretty oof. Pretty woof.
Pretty inverted.
Yeah, yeah. It's, you know, the classic inverted experience. Now I'm just waiting for like a flute to show up, and then we can
yeah, let's keep
have
this
some
going
options.
a little bit longer.
Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, let's see Captain take on Helma. Going for the classic sword out hammer. Which is nice because it generally gives you a little bit of distance in case you like miss with the hammer. Allows you to get close enough to smack him with the hammer without running into him. And on Green Bell, he does kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Helma can be dangerous if he gives you some bad RNG.
Alright, is this green pendant as well? Is that
I really hope it is.
Oh,
yeah,
it sure is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a potential Moon Pearl on Saha. Oh, goody.
I swear I didn't play the seed if that ends up being the case. I was just goofing when I said that before.
Mm-hmm. Captain's thinking.
Well, Captain may not realize that Aga's an option right now.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of goofy.
Because of the change, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we do also have Mire Shed. That is a possibility as well. Because we can walk over to the desert area and mirror.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, it wasn't Smith Chain. Smith Chain bad.
Well, the Killer can go to Mire Shed here now.
Oh gosh, those birds are
Yeah,
scary.
those
are the
bad
scary
birds
ones. You gotta run. This new Dark World is terrifying. I mean, Light World. Excuse me.
All right, looks like Captain's figured out the play here. So yeah, we got a bow and a green pendant out of pod. I mean, listen, the bow's out of pod, pretty good still. But...
Yeah, there's a mushroom on the desert ledge. Obviously, we can't get in there without a book.
Yeah, still stupid.
Okay.
Ether.
2 items in Mire Shed. Could this be our pearl that we seek? Or are we gonna get that flute?
Something else blue.
Get Pepsi.
Yeah, blue. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So our answer is green pendant. I think it has to be.
Like, is there anything else we're missing here at this point?
Not without breaking some sequence, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so. And even still, like, what would you even sequence break here?
Yeah, I mean, you can't swim as a bunny.
Right, we can't really get into any other dungeons.
I mean, aside from, like, you could super bunny a bunch of stuff, but...
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could go to Eastern if you really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in Captain's case, I mean, I wouldn't do it before the green pendant, but if you're walking over there anyway, with that bow, I'd probably say, yeah, sure, why not?
That's the interesting thing about Inverted as well, is that you actually have these scenarios where you can do the bunny revival in dungeons to clear him if it really comes down to it. There's not that many dungeons. Well, I mean, yeah, there's literally just Eastern, because you can't get...
Yeah,
well, no,
it's the only one you can get to, right?
Can you get in a desert with the book?
Actually, I think Bunny can use the book, yeah.
I know you can use it to get stuff on the tablets, so I would assume you can also use it to get in the desert. But of course, like, nothing within desert would be in logic or accessible.
Yeah, but
without...
you get that mushroom.
Oh. Wait a minute. No. No. How do you... You can't get to Potion Shop as a bunny, though.
Well, you can't get to the exit as a bunny either because it's blocked by pots.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. You had me there for a second. I was like, man, that would be absolutely awful. You had to do that. Some intense music here in Castle Tower.
This doesn't sound like Sonic Mania at all.
I'm getting scared. That's true. Yeah, you could Super Bunny into the dam and do all that stuff. If you really wanted to do Swamp Palace. I mean, we can't right now.
Yeah, I mean, without flippers, it'd be a little tough, but...
Nick was speaking in generally, not in this case. Gilgamesh, come on! Do you remember that meme, Garugamesh? Do you remember that meme? Okay. I thought of it when I said your name there.
Oh. Well, that's what my internet handle is named after.
Garugamesh?
Yeah, that's it.
Are you a meme?
Sometimes.
Live and die a meme. I can't wait for this green pendant pearl. Or green pendant flute. Keep the.
I mean, it could be a couple
going.
things, right? Yeah, it could be pearl, could be flute, could be. Well, actually, does glove actually open up anything? Catfish.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I think out of all the asyncs I've done on this channel, I feel like this one belongs in the probably most ROM hacky of them all. maybe?
Yeah, it's definitely got that feel.
Yeah. I mean, we did do one door rando for, I think that was Async 15, I believe.
A little while back, yeah.
Yeah.
I did that one. That was before I stopped doing them, so it was pre-17.
Ding dong. All right. Captain, where are we going? You gonna go do all the Kakariko stuff?
I mean,
I gotta
no,
be itching for that green
You
pendant.
take this green pendant, yeah. You got that. You want to check it right away. And it's great because the eastern area is totally not a nightmare after Aga.
Oh yeah, it's pretty awful. I think the other interesting thing is, like, normally in inverted, if you have an Aga seed, it puts you at the pier or at the castle, and walking to Kakariko is pretty quick. You just go along the left path, but in this situation, that's not an option. You actually have to go the way Killer App did, go across the bridge.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is great. What a great, great idea. Thankfully, the game gave us plenty of health.
What do we got?
Hey!
Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. I love it.
Wait, why'd you mirror out? Why'd you save and quit? Captain, why didn't you get the items that were in
there? You know, this is a good question.
Captain!
He was just so excited to get that Moon Pearl, like...
He was having a good hearty laugh.
You don't even need those other items. I don't know why Captain's trying to set up a spin speed here without boots.
We'll never know. I saw Killer App mirrored out and stepped outside to check.
Yeah, honestly.
I think it was just checking what Dark World prizes or dungeon prizes there were.
Captain's gonna head back there. No, why clear Eastern and
yeah, who knows?
And the back of Saha. Who would want to do something like that when you could instead walk down here to the dam for 2 items?
Mini Moldern Cave? Hello?
Okay.
Listen,
if
Captain...
Oh, that guy just did 2 hearts. Okay, so all the enemies have been damaged, swapped, then.
Yes. All the... So, like, the Octoroks, the Dark World Octoroks do 2 hearts on Green Mail. The birds will do 4 hearts on Green Mail. The... What else is there in the overworld? I think that's it.
Popos versus the Ropas?
Well,
I guess there's no Popos in the overworld.
Yeah. For some reason, you made my brain think that Mini Moldern Cave
Moblins?
was actually full of Popos now.
Versus guards?
I don't think walking into a guard will do 2 hearts. But that would be funny. Would it, though? No, it wouldn't. That would not be funny.
No.
That'd be painful. Ooh. I trust Captain won't bomb himself. So yeah.
This'll be fun.
So Killer App was kind of just like, okay, well, I know that there's a map on the boss, so let me see which pendant this is before I commit to it. But
gotcha.
When you're that, like, end of the rope, when you have that left and you're just like...
Yeah, I mean, Killer App doesn't really have anything at this point.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Ooh, nice fire rod. Okay. See, that was a good find, huh? Gilgamesh?
That was. I mean, it's not going to make Eastern any easier, but, you know, that's fine.
I'm sure everyone playing these seeds were kind of thinking, okay, well, hopefully this one's not a little buggy. So, I'm sure if you're like, if Killer App like stepped outside and saw it was not green pendant, he'd just be like,
"Oh, Captain, please."
Like, okay, well now what? What do I do?
Crabs only do 1 heart of damage now?
There's no Dark World crabs.
Maybe there should be.
Maybe. Oh, okay. You know, just put them in.
This is what I want in my inverted 2.0.
What about the Swamolas? Those are the Meyer. Ooh, crabbed.
That's fine. Ice Rod Cave is trash, and it didn't have anything.
Oh yeah, because we have Moon Pearl, Mirror, and we beat Aga 1, we get to live on the pyramid for a while.
We do, and we don't have a glove yet, so we still have to take this only way into the light world that we have.
Isn't it great? Inverted is a silly place. What if Captain just never goes back to Saha's hut for the 3 items?
I mean, I feel like he's going there now, right? Why else would you go? Oh, yeah, unless he really wants. I guess maybe he really wants that Ice Rod Cave.
Oh, he loves Ice Rod.
Does he now?
I don't know. What are you talking about, chat? This is a good seed. We had Green Pennant Helma giving us Moon Pearl after a
It doesn't get any better
required
than that.
Aga. Like, this is great. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm having a good time. I mean, Captain didn't last located, so what's
That's true.
the what's the
Captain went
problem?
right there. All right, let's see if Killer App makes the.
I mean,
right click.
I think you still. No, you should be fine. I don't think you have to leave. Well, it would put you in Super Bunny state.
I don't think you can use bombs with Super Bunny, right?
Correct.
So you would need to leave.
So
and-
you would
yeah.
have need to leave. So that gives some explanation to why Captain saved and quit, but not a good explanation.
Not really.
but
Not
some.
really.
Oh, I got a Moon Pearl. Now I can go do other stuff. Ooh, money. I don't think we need that money.
Yeah, I mean, this is good for Killer App now because Killer App never has to touch this area ever again. He's done. Body's doing fully cleared. We're out of here.
Also, yeah, normally
Captain says, "I don't care what's on the library. I'm just gonna skip it."
the palette stuff that you're seeing going on, which I absolutely love. I love how Kakariko looks with this weird fake Dark World look. Especially the checkerboard rooftops. I think they look amazing. It's just a product of the standard inverted part. So because of the overworld rando aspect of it. If you're doing just inverted 2.0, it's not going to look like this. It's going to look normal.
Okay, now he decides he wants to check the library.
I think this is just a case of what the hell is inverted? How did I get here? Where do I go?
That didn't look like a bonk to me. I was a little surprised that bonked.
It's because of his little little backpack.
Oh.
His little jetpack. Does Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's a spicy one.
I'm surprised he's not checking library at all.
Well, he doesn't have the boots, so he can't get what's on.
Well, all right, Gilgamesh.
I'm just trying to come up with rationale here.
You know, sometimes, not saying that's the case, but I know sometimes I get into like a one-track mind. Like, I'm doing the Smith now. I don't care about anything else.
Around. Like, obviously, everyone has,
Leave Captain alone,
brain
Gilgamesh.
farted or gotten, focused on something else and you just forget.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe Captain's just like, I don't have the boots. Why would I waste my time checking this twice? That's
right.
silly.
He's saving
Precious seconds.
2-3 seconds.
Precious seconds. Does get his hook shot, so that's good. You know, maybe he was going to, but then he had that mirror bonk, so he had to cut the corners. He had to save some time.
Yeah, you gotta figure out ways to save time when you make mistakes like that.
Speaking of saving time, see ya, purple chest. You dead to me. So we got the boots out of Eastern. I don't think we've seen anything else of value. But this will be
Let's
nice.
just do Bog Rocks. I mean, does that let us do King's Tomb?
Yes. No. Yes. Because we can
Yes.
mirror from
You
the
can go
light
with the
world to the
mirror?
dark world.
Right, okay.
Just like in real life.
Just like in real
Just
life.
like in real life. Because standard modes are what real life is. See, inverted is purely a simulation. This isn't real. None of this is actually happening.
I see.
That's why everything's all mixed up. That's why everything's backwards. It's just purely a simulation.
Like it's just dreaming.
You're just having a little dream.
Invert is the real sequel to Link's Awakening.
Oh no. Please no. For time, Link's Awakening
That's
pops
what
up.
happens when the nightmares win instead of you defeating them.
The egg hatches and it was inverted all along inside.
Oh no.
Got some powder.
Alright.
Sparkle, sparkle. What else we got? 20 bucks. An ice rod.
Oh,
And a bee.
that's a lot of bees. That's 3
That's a
bees in a
lot
bottle
of
so
bees.
far.
You know, when I made the seed, I specifically requested more bees, and the game said,
Oh.
all right, okay.
Willard's actually just dropping hints for next week's mode, which is going to be the bee mode.
Yeah, Async 25 is going to be... Actually, it's going to be swap keys. I just decided that.
Well, we usually do entrance rando every 5 weeks, right?
Yes.
So that makes sense.
If you don't know what that is, you'll just have to wait and see. Ha 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 ha.
Rewind the stream about 2 hours.
Yeah. If you're watching this on the VOD, you can find out more. Click the link below. There's another blue, or... Yeah. Where was the other mail upgrade? The one that Killer App got?
Meyer Shed.
Right. By the way, speaking of clicking links, make sure if you're watching the stream right now to hover over that title. I know, nobody reads titles these days, but I'm telling you to read the title of the stream right now, and you'll see that both my co-com Gilgamesh as well as both runners, Captain and Killer App have been tagged in the title, and you can hover over or maybe even click their names to get a little pop-up box that'll let you follow the runners if you want to follow them to support them. That would be
right there.
heckin' dope. So think about it. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello YouTube. Hi Mom.
Hi, YouTube.
I'll have links to their channels in the comments below. We got a book out of Bonk Rocks.
All right, desert. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that is a... We don't have a
Is that
glove.
crystal?
We don't have a glove.
Oh, it's because it's in desert.
Oh. What, is this some heckin' vanilla mode? Alright, see, look, okay. We're gonna watch Killer App do Graveyard Ledge in King's Tomb.
All right, this is it. This is how it works in this mode.
It's just like it is in real life, see? Wowee!
And this is because the entire overworld tile is swapped, right?
Yes,
That's
because of the
basically-
standard. So I think in... Oh, there's the flippers, nice. I think in just regular inverted 2.0, it'll be back to normal.
So we can clear Swamp Palace now?
Yes. Don't think we need a glove for that. No. Wow.
No, we don't, right? We have
Wow.
hookshot, we have hammer, we have flippers, and a mirror. That's all you need, I think.
We are just cruising. Look at that light.
Oh, and it's
Oh
a
my god,
pendant.
look at that map. Swamp is a pendant. Meyer's a pendant. So that kind of cuts out a lot of possibilities. We already have Fire Rod and Ice Rod, so just looking
Hopefully
for
we had a way up the mountain.
a glove. Oh yeah. So wait, does what we do? Yeah, we need a glove to get the mountain.
Or a flute.
Or flute. We'll need a TR medallion, maybe. This is inverted, so TR is still a little wacky. I hope we find a flute, though, because I want to see all the inverted 2.0 shenanigans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're actually shockingly close to a potential go mode here.
Yeah, we're kind of cruising along. Getting all of our goods. It's weird to have this many items and be this far in and not have a glove. There it is.
All right, so we need a cape, probably.
Oh, wait, did nobody check that earlier?
Well, no, because it was Light World.
Right.
It's in the... Right? Or no, it's in the dark? I
Oh,
don't know.
free sword.
Wow. I'm
Wow.
just not going to pretend I know what's happening.
Free sword, free sword. That's a nice little
Yeah.
prize for you.
Cape or flute? Oh, because flute would let you wall go down through the Death Mountain Descent cave.
No,
here. Okay.
shut up, shut up. We don't know
I
that
mean,
yet. We haven't seen
We
that.
don't know.
We haven't
Anything could happen.
experienced that yet. And all the fun. But yes. Whatever the hell you were talking about, yes.
Yeah, probably. We're gonna get a pedestal check here.
So yeah, either we need a glove to get a glove. And mitts don't really have much value in this mode. Captain, the King's Tomb.
So you don't need mitts to get into Ice Palace now? I thought you did with this one.
No, you mirror. You mirror from Light World into Dark.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Also, so this is a thing. Oh, he can't. Right. Sorry. Okay, never mind. You're right. It wasn't a mere forgetting.
Everybody's confused.
Because Captain doesn't have the boots yet. Hey, pet check. Hey, 10 arrows.
Hey, 10 arrows. And we're saying goodbye to the purple chest. Goodbye, purple chest.
Just, come on, man. You took the purple chest for that long, and then you're like, nah. I bet it's nothing.
I mean, he's not wrong. It is nothing, but...
This is true. I think Captain just, like, realizing, oh yeah, I could have done this. I hope there's nothing super important here. I don't think there was.
Not in the back of Saha, but he should probably go into Eastern here.
Eastern would be a good idea. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I got Moon Pearl here. I could have done stuff. I would love to ask Captain about that save and quit out of Saha's hut.
Captain, tell us about the save and quit in Saha's
Captain,
hut.
if you are currently in chat watching this, since this is not a live race, please tell us about the save and quit. Thank you. So where are we heading to next?
Well, if I'm Killer App, I'm probably doing Swamp, right? Well, no, it's a pendant. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a toughie.
Honestly, I'm probably still doing Swamp.
I mean, what are our other options? We don't have mountain access.
Exactly.
I mean, you could get the fire rod and come back and do Skull Woods. I don't remember if there's another item in the back or not. I think
no, Captain found both in the front.
Did he? Okay. I know he came back and checked the big chest, which had a map.
I thought... Oh, did it? Okay, I thought
yeah.
So maybe there is still one left in the skull. But yeah, I mean, Swamp is easily the most dense spot, and you got all the stuff to go into Swamp and clear it, like...
And I don't think anyone wants to do Gloveless Ice Palace. I think I'd pick Pendant Swamp over Gloveless Ice.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I can't imagine the seed is that bad, right?
Where was the fire rod? Oh, that was a mini Molder cave, right?
Yes. So Killer Apple will get that eventually.
We also have a Gina's cave.
It's true. And we do have the book, so you could go into desert and get that other glove, like you were mentioning.
Right, yeah. The
that you were mentioning so confidently.
Mm-hmm.
So, Captain was... Did Captain check Lumberjack? I know he didn't have... You know, he's kind of skipping a lot of things without having the boots. Like, skipping stuff that's boot locked. I mean, obviously, you can't check what... It's like, you know, Kingston. I'm talking about library. If he didn't check Lumberjack, then it kind of makes sense. Because he was up in that area. He was up at the Lost Woods, at least.
Oh, we got Zora area, too, with those flippers, huh?
Oh, yeah. So we still have a few options. I'd just be curious to see if Killer App decides to dip Swamp on that route.
I'd probably do Zora stuff first before committing to Swamp.
Yeah, could also even do, you know, Bombo's tablet into Desert Dip.
Yeah. Oh, we get this library check finally. Let's see.
10 arrows.
Just 10 arrows. See, Captain knew. He knows what he's doing.
Captain just knows. He's got the deets. I know if I was Captain, I'd be a little irked about saving and quitting out of Saha's hut and then missing on the boots
I'd be
after
a little
doing...
flustered about after like making the good call to go to pod and get that green pendant and everything. Yeah,
but it happens. We've all done it. We've all made the goofs and gaffes. Oh, no glove, Killer App. Whoa!
Imagine not having a glove an hour into the seed.
Hey, at least it wasn't like halfway through Spike Cave when you realize you don't have a glove. I've done that before. Oh yeah!
Whoops. Oh, it's still Ice Rod Cave also. We never did see that.
Right, because the crab. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what our runners decide to do once they're done with their routes. The thing that's kind of unfortunate for Captain is because, just, you know, isolating those checks. This free sword at Lumberjack, the flippers at
Yeah,
King's Tomb.
it's kind of a pain to get back there now. Purple chest is pretty isolated for him now, too.
Yeah. And it's not going to still be there after clearing Eastern.
No.
Now, would it still... It doesn't go away if you enter a dungeon, right? Or does
I don't
it?
think so, but this, picking up a crystal is obviously going to reset your follower. I think it's okay if you go into a dungeon.
Okay.
I think.
Because, like, could you grab Purple Chest and then, like, do Front of Thieves Town or something?
I believe so.
And it's not going to despawn?
Don't quote me on that.
I feel like that's correct. Alright, let's see if Captain double backs to King's Tomb. Didn't miss out on
Captain's
anything.
just dodging all these arrows. He knows these are all arrows.
He needs arrows now.
I know.
Alright, we're going south.
This is gonna be
Meyer area, maybe?
yeah.
Where did we get that book?
Where did we get that book?
Oh, Ether on the Lake Hylia Island. That is that's Meyer access. Where's this book? Boy, I really don't remember.
Like bomb crocs or something?
Yes. Yes. Another boots lock spot.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a new check. Agnes Cave. I don't think we've seen this one.
Yes, we have not seen this yet. This swimming sprite
There it is!
is I don't know what to think about this.
The sideways.
Yeah.
Just floating along.
Surfing soda can.
So you hear when Captain picked up that flute, it was already activated, so he can use it right
did.
now. Not right
There's
now
a
because he's
little
in the light world, but if he was in the dark world, he can use it. And now Captain does have access to the mountain.
Quite a lot of mountain access, in fact.
Yeah, especially with that hook shot. You can do
You can get that
quite a
glove.
bit. Yeah, you can get that glove. Alright, catfish.
Oh, we can do catfish without a glove too, right? Because inverted.
Right, because you can mirror outside of the Zora area.
Yeah.
That was one of the things I did like from inverted, is being able to route in catfish that way if you had mirror. Huh? I would
These
assume
flippers might actually just be a red herring here.
could be. So here's something brand new.
Oh.
Voila. So
Well, that
flute,
didn't go to the normal Flute 1 spot.
Flute 1 has been moved. Now it takes you right outside GT. So you were saying about, saving and quitting and being in front of GT and inverted. Well, now if you have the flute, you can just flute outside it once you get your 7th
Yeah, that's
crystal.
not too
Piece of
bad.
cake. And now, Captain can just kind of do all the normal stuff over here. Especially with that hook shot. Even go up and do Tyropera.
So the old man is no longer a nightmare to return?
Correct.
Fantastic. I love that.
Because now you can... Yeah, he's back to his normal spot. Because that was
Okay.
the worst thing about inverted was
That was
you have to
one
carry
of the many
him
pains of the
all
mountain
the way
being
up
inverted,
to
yeah.
the portal and then all the way back down. Yeah, who knows?
All right, let's see.
Maybe Flipper's
Killer
bad.
app.
Maybe Book bad.
Yeah, I mean, this could end up like pulling Killer App into Swamp, which is completely unnecessary.
We're gonna see.
I was gonna go for the back of Skull first.
Yeah, I like this. Especially if there's another item here. There's just another area that you can just mark off. Like, oh, yep, done.
Yep.
Did it
Especially with
all.
it being a crystal. Yeah.
And yeah, the pre-activated flute is nice too, just because before you'd have to have light world access and you have to go walk your...
Go to the light world to activate the flute to only use it in the dark world.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. It's kind of silly.
Alright, let's see what kind of goodies we can pull on the mountain here.
So, what's interesting, like you were saying before about that that glove access that we saw on Bumper Ledge, it is accessible now because you can, since the caves are back to their normal spot, there is a cave here on West Death Mountain in the Light World that exits you to the top of Light World, Bumper Ledge, whatever, where the glove is, if you know that that exists. I didn't know it when I played this mode. I didn't think about it because I don't remember what I had there, but it was something useful. And I was like, I don't know how to get this, chat. What do I do?
Oh, like, no, yes, I don't know, hook shot or something. I forget what it was.
It was something important,
no,
but...
It was a sword, I think, actually, which lets you do something else with the sword.
Yeah.
Back of Skull Woods or something, but...
Something like that, yeah. It was a very cheeky scenario. Also, Hookshot Cave is available without the glove, because you can walk up to the little floating islands and that house has a bridge and you can mirror. That's not an inverted 2.0 thing, but that is just an inverted thing that I love. I think it's such a cool idea. We'll get. I know you were getting a little excited there, but we'll talk about East Death Mountain.
I saw it and I was just ooh.
East Death Mountain has done a little bit of terraforming compared to the usual inverted mode, and it's probably one of my favorite changes.
That easily has to be the best, like not having to climb the mountain 30 times to get everything.
Because before it's like, drop down, check
laser bridge, go back up, drop down, check mimic cage, right? Check spiral cage.
Yep, just an endless cycle of pain.
So yeah, Killer App needs to make their way to Gino's cave here, and Captain's gonna need to get to Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb. This kind of looks like swamp from Killer App's side right now, though.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if he does go check Bombos into Agana Desert, just because it is a pendant. And we can see if this book is actually... I mean, book is required to get into desert no matter what, so...
Right.
That is one of the attributes about... Oh, he's just going straight forward.
Just straight in. I get it. I mean, it's, you know, it is your most dense location, and then you sweep over and do Bombos and Agina after this. It's just unfortunate that that may not be the right... But, it might still be. Maybe Arcane is just sitting in here. Who knows?
Yep, there are a few other items we still need to beat this seed. Very good chance we could find something else. I see a little hair pot action here from Captain.
Oh, Captain's still rocking the old school hair pot.
There's like 40 old school hair pot setups. That's not one of them. Unless... I know sometimes getting the item from Moldorm can mess up the bomb.
Yeah, but it was on the ground when he picked it up. So
yeah.
It should be okay.
I think that was more of a case of just not being on the right pixel, but we got it the second try. What's fun is if we do find Samaria, then all of a sudden we have just... we could potentially walk away finishing TR while we're up here.
Oh, well.
Okay.
You sure you didn't play this one?
I did not play this one. Alright, cool. Well.
So TR. How about that?
I mean, the only downside is not having that sword from Lumberjack.
Yeah, it's not... I mean, we got half magic. Hammer Trinex is not too bad.
Great to see these hammer hits, these hammer Trinex.
Now, TR could still be depending on the key layout here.
There's a very unideal situation where Big Key ends up being in the front of TR. And there, not being enough keys to backtrack.
Yeah.
I feel like that doesn't happen often, but it could absolutely
It doesn't happen too often, but it sure could.
No, Moldorm, no bully.
Captain.
I would have been sad if... I would have felt bad if he had also got knocked down the hole.
I'm not messing around, just gonna go straight to left side.
At this point, I gotta assume that the swamp is actually probably a completely dead play.
Yeah, with that cane being in Para here, I mean, what else? On what, you know, the rare situation that we need a medallion to get into the front of TR for the big key, or our other glove, like that cape. Well, no, because we can get the glove. So yeah, like, there's really not a whole lot that could be in here.
If anything, at least reward them with some silvers or something. That's a nice reward. Now, the worst is when you go into a pendant dungeon and all you find are fetch quest items that are all useless.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know we can't find the mushroom. And if we find the shovel, we're right there, so it's actually not that bad.
Oh, is this Captain remembering the glove?
Some glove here?
Yeah.
Nice. Nicely done.
I almost feel like, because I experienced this in the seed that I played, that people that watch that stream are like, yeah, exactly. I take full credit for Captain remembering. No, I'm kidding. Okay, left side swamp with a lot of money.
Ooh. All right, and this is a great opportunity for Captain to check the.
There would be a good time.
And stuff.
I don't like going back because you could just flute back.
Yeah, this is odd.
Yeah, that would have been the perfect time to do lumberjack, bonk rocks, King's Tomb.
Yeah.
Literally the perfect time for that. But at the same time, it's like, oh man, I just unlocked all this new stuff up on the mountain. I'd much rather go do that.
Like Hookshot Cave and Super Funny to check still, plus basically all of TR.
I think Captain's getting a little confused about where he wants to go. Because I think he thought he was in the Dark World.
Yeah.
Despite it saying D at the top. We're ignoring that. I'm gonna put like
the letters mean nothing.
I'm gonna put little stickers over him next time. They honestly, like, they were certainly
not gonna go. Well, I guess it was that every item?
Yeah, must have been.
Probably did some quick math there to figure out that there was nothing left in there, and we know that pedestal is garbage. So,
all right, let's see if this book has more than one use.
Okay, here it is. Now can we talk about this bridge?
We can talk about it. So this is the Light World. That's Spiral Cave and Mimic Cave, left and right. Codeman took or whoever ended up designing that, basically took the TR connector and moved it to the Light World, so that you can do both Mimic Cave and Spiral Cave, and then still drop down and mirror to do TR Laser Bridge.
It's wonderful.
It's so good. So basically, you do everything in one go instead of do one, drop down, go around through Paradise Cave again, blah, blah, blah.
Killer app picking up that flute from Agina finally.
Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, if you want to do Spiral Cave, it will require you to do an extra trip around, but it at least saves you from having to do more than, 3 trips instead of 2.
Right.
Killer app not going in the desert. Probably because knows that he can get that glove now. And can beat desert. That's a beatable desert now.
Yeah, beatable desert, beatable ice palace, beatable TR, beatable hair. Well, no, sorry, not TR yet. Killer app does not have the cane. Killer app does have the flute though.
We got a small key and lava chest, so getting your key back. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see.
I mean, Killer app's gonna be in go mode once he gets that cane, right?
Yeah,
probably.
Pretty quick season, and we're just gonna knock out the rest of the dungeons, and we're pretty loaded on health, defense, all that stuff. It's like Killer app went into the wrong cave and went to the fairy fountain by accident.
The classic WDM. SWDM, I don't know what the acronym is.
The one, the thing.
Southwest Dark Death Mountain Fairy Cave.
Imagine knowing that glove was available. Oh, okay.
Spoilers.
Right. Well, You know, it's okay, Killer App. It got me too when I played, not this seed, but a seed of, I think, was it the broken seed that I got caught
It was
up
the
in?
broken one, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It's, that's the thing is, we've been conditioned to play inverted a very particular way, and when even the slightest change is thrown our way, it takes a lot of effort to piece that one together. I mean, it's just not something you ever think about. Inverted. It's like, this cave doesn't exist outside of NMG and Entrance Shuffle.
It's fine. We'll find another globe along the way, I'm sure.
It'll be okay. We did also see the big key for TR was in Chain Chomp, so... And...
yeah. No issues here. So yeah, that will be go mode for Killer App once he gets the cane and also figures out that he has a glove available.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the fun thing about these asyncs, is that they're not intended to be super competitive, so I can throw these kind of sillier modes, and we can all learn together. Because everybody loves learning, right? Right, Gilgamesh? You love to
learn. I love learning. I do love to learn.
We're gonna have fun learning for Async 25, like I mentioned.
I'll probably play it, but I feel like that's gonna hurt my head.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's gonna make me think too much.
Well, listen, you got a couple weeks to prepare, so.
I do.
Let's see, Killer, remember? Yes, okay, cool. We will see Hookshot Cave from Killer App's side. The other entrance. I love this so much. I like that Captain's just going the normal way through TR. I mean, I guess it makes sense as well.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
I know it could be a lot to ask for, you know, I don't know what amounts of note-taking people usually do when they play Entrance Shuffle, or even when they play these asyncs. I know
there was a large discussion about that in your Discord yesterday.
I was reading up on that. After today, I'm even like second guessing my note-taking methods, to be honest. Like, is this the most effective way to do this, or could I find ways to make things easier? Alright, I'm ready to see this Hammer Trinex, Captain, I believe. And then Captain still has a little bit more to do for East Death Mountain, which hasn't really had anything. We got a Bombos.
No, yeah, like this is pretty much. There was the Kane and Hera, but like Death Mountain otherwise has been junk.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, makes sense because we were pretty close to go mode as it was anyway, so.
First one down.
Nicely taken care of.
Ice Head was nice. It didn't shoot ice at all, so don't have to worry about that. Let's see if this Ether...
Yeah, that was a very, very good Hammer Trinex fight from Cap there.
Oh my god! The other glove was on Ether tablet.
See? Easy. Easy.
Who even needs the other... The other glove's useless now. Oh
yeah,
my
forget
gosh.
that trash.
See, that's... It's funny because, like, when are mitts actually required in inverted now?
Almost never. Unless you need to, like, East Death Mountain access via the Turtle Rock portal.
Yeah, like if you don't have hook
the
shot.
only time.
I think that's the only time is if hook shot is locked up on the mountain. Because before it used to be for King's Tomb, but now King's Tomb, at least for this mode, is back in the other one. But that's just...
Boy, everyone's got these different Harapot setups.
And then you see me just doing the spin speed because I'm like...
I wish I could do the spin speed one better.
It's silly because in my head, I'm like, I know if I just do the bomb setup, I'll get it first try every time.
Yep.
But the spin speed one looks cooler.
It does look cooler.
Oh yeah, that's a completed TR. So right now, I just remembered the big key was in the basement for Kana Samaria in the big chest
Oh,
of Hera.
no.
So imagine
That's fine.
skipping
No,
Hera
you would
basement.
You would never do that.
Never skip Hera basement.
Nobody's
What?
ever gotten burned by that before.
There's
Bombos.
bombos. Crystal for another crystal for killer app. So right now, all Captain needs is the book, technically, a minimum. Book and flippers.
Yes. So, and you can get both of those by doing those North Light World checks, Dark World checks, whatever. You know.
The things with the things.
Yes. Goodbye, Candace Maria.
Yeah, we'll be back for that later.
I have a feeling we'll be back after these checks because you can't really do a whole lot. I mean, you can still do stuff in TR. You can, you know, Samaria could be on Laser Bridge.
Oh yeah, I've definitely had laser or Samaria in TR scenarios. It's very funny when you see it in like Chain Chomps or Lava.
Hilarious. I love it every time.
I laugh out loud every time. After this, though, we can go do Ice Palace, though nobody wants to do Ice Palace without Samaria.
I love doing Ice Palace.
Go beat Desert. Did I say go beat Desert or go beat Desert for Banjo-Kazooie?
Go be Desert. The boss is a camel. Three camels.
You gotta ground pound him 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking, like, man, what if Captain had dropped down after getting that glove?
He'd be in good shape right now, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, still needs to get that ether. No, we don't need that ether because Mario's a pendant. Never mind.
Yeah. Like, all he needs to do is just save and quit and start at Sank. And there it is. That's it.
It's just right there.
But,
Both
you know...
items you need.
Was it Spike Cave now?
What else is left on the map? Oh, yeah, I guess Spike Cave.
Otherwise, you know, I'd expect to see Captain at least go maybe finish Skull Woods. Maybe go...
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there's not a lot of places that could distract Captain at this point, because he can't get into Ice Palace, he can't get into Swamp Palace, he can't get into Mire, so his options are fairly limited at this point.
Mm-hmm. I just can't believe the other glove was there, rendering the other one pretty much useless. So not knowing that you could get the glove on Light World Bumper Ledge, it doesn't matter. Who cares? It's really funny. I love it. I love it so much. Oh yeah.
It's got jokes.
And by the way, in case you missed it, everyone, the Async 22 highlight or video or whatever is up on the YouTube right now. That was the friendly mystery between Samushin and Locke, which apparently was one of the best seeds I've ever generated for these Asyncs, so you're welcome.
Oh. Captain, you don't have flippers.
Captain doesn't need flippers where he's going, though he's gonna...
Where is Key going?
He's gonna learn the hard truth that he can't get in here. Somebody didn't read the notes. Somebody didn't read the notes. I went to all the trouble of copying and pasting them into the chat room, into the chat box. Didn't even read it. Didn't even look.
Oh, don't go to Ice Palace, Captain.
I mean, but Gilgamesh, what if the book's just in ice?
I am a big fan of early Ice Palace dips, personally, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Would you splash delete? Okay, never mind. Oh, no. He's cooking.
Not from here. I mean, you can do it from here, but... Oh, he's gonna do the thing! Oh, no, he's not gonna do the thing.
No, he
I thought
doesn't.
he was
He
gonna do
doesn't
the,
need to. He doesn't need to do the thing.
I know he doesn't need to, but he could.
Splash delete. Disallowed. Splash delete has been banned.
It's been banned. Oh no.
I think Killer App's out of checks to do up on the mountain. Finish up the Spiral Cave and maybe do Spike Cave. Captain.
Yeah, I mean,
you get...
Spike's pretty easy to get back to.
Oh, okay.
It still doesn't have the flippers, but that's okay.
I think he was checking what was on the floating island.
Oh, gotcha.
Or Lake Highlight Island. Yeah, I'm very curious. He really just wants to go to Ice Palace, which I understand. It's a beatable crystal dungeon.
It's a crystal, yeah.
And he can't He can't do desert. He doesn't have the book.
It does unlock Pyramid Fairy for him as well.
It's just not the right answer right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're not.
Hour 20
right.
Ice Rod Cave.
Hey, you know, you're here. This is as close as he's ever gonna get.
Mm-hmm. In like a racing scenario, when you have like how early you could have got those boots, and you know that Bonk Rocks in King's Tomb is available to you, and even Lumberjack. Is it kind of one of those things at this point where you're like, boy, I sure hope there's nothing there?
I think it
feel like that
at
this point.
So in Captain's case, the only thing that he needs book and he needs flippers. So if I left those for a very long time, would I feel bad about that? Probably not, honestly, because neither of those necessarily lock a bunch of things. So I might actually check it in that case, because it's not, if I find late book in this seed, it doesn't necessarily feel like, oh, well, they've had that for an hour, I lose,
Yeah. I mean, a go mode book would be pretty dope. Because, you're just not checking the tablets, at least. So
and Killer App did leave Samaria, so...
Yeah, seed's gonna stay interesting for a little bit longer. I feel like, though, Killer App has had just some really good routing, really good efficiency, speeding through this, and so he's definitely gonna run out of stuff to do. Because he's already done...
Misery Mire before Herabase.
I mean...
You're right here, right?
Yeah, probably. But who knows? Maybe the 2 items will be quick. Oh my god, Boots Lock Desert? What the hell?
But yeah, Killer Apps has been fairly efficient with checks. So, I mean, obviously Killer App still has Ice Palace to do, which we'll likely do before going back to Hair Basement. Might do Mire first. But other than that, I mean, as far as overworld checks go, I don't really think there are... Well, there's the mushroom.
Did Killer App do Spike Cave? I don't remember.
No.
Okay. Well, there's still that. Fortunately, especially with that flute,
very easy to get back to.
Really easy to get back to, yeah. Okay, there's the Ice Big. Which, if you're doing Icebreaker, which we did see on Captain's side, it's a nice one to find if you didn't hit the switch. Which, normally you don't hit the switch if you're full clearing Ice Palace with Icebreaker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it only burns you if it's in,
Ice Tea, yeah. And then you just cry. Have a wee cry. Yeah. We cry. It's, yeah, they're still making Wii games these days. It's crazy.
Oh, nice. I'll have to hook mine back up.
Yeah, you gotta play We Cry and then Pokemon Sleep. They kind of collab together.
You cry?
We cry you. We cry you too. I like how the red Coke cans making these Lamelas turn red like it's a freaking Mega Man boss. Or like one of those like a TMNT boss where they're like flashing red.
Oh, every time you hit them, yeah, they get like the bright red flash.
Yeah, or when they're like on low HP and they start flashing red just while they're walking around. It's very intimidating.
Secret of Mana boss starts exploding.
Yeah. that's Desert done. Killer app. Ice Palace continues to be a bore. So Killer app might dip into Mire. Does still have to go turn to Mushroom at some point, maybe. But Mushroom turn-in is terrible and inverted no matter what.
Yeah, that's the other thing that maybe Inverted could think about trying to make a little bit nicer. I don't know how you would go about doing that, but
I mean, you just
put the potion shop in the Dark World.
I think you just save and quit. I mean, in this case, you could just save and quit to the pyramid, and that'd be about as close as you'll get.
Yeah, that's true.
And then yeah, might go over and do a full Ice Palace. Who knows? After this though, what's Captain gonna do?
What is Captain gonna do? Captain can't really do. I mean, so Captain did leave a lot of random one-offs, right? You know, Purple Chest, North Dark World stuff, and Captain still has Back of Skull Woods. That's probably what he does. So that actually would be ideal for Captain next, is to go do Back of Skull Woods and then track it across North Dark World.
Yeah. Could even see Pyramid Fairy. Now that Ice is done.
Actually, if I'm going out of the way to do this, I might rush Pyramid Fairy.
Alright, we're gonna get that Mushroom turn right away. So no Mire for now, which I think is fine. I feel like diving a Pendant Mire looking for a Samaria feels pretty bad. Just getting a 20 buck off of that Mushroom turn-in. Yeah, looks like we're heading to Skullwoods.
Makes sense.
And I feel like maybe you would do Skullwoods into... I don't know.
So is Killer App just going up to take the portal to Ice Palace here?
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, because he already did all this stuff.
But yeah, Captain. I mean, it's got to be North Dark World checks after this for Captain Knight. It's the only thing that really makes sense.
And the fortunate thing is, like, once... Well, I was going to say, once Killer App finds Samaria getting to... Well, actually, no. Getting to Laser Bridge would be convenient if you had the mitts, but you don't. You'd still have to, like, go through the portal, hookshot across, go through Paradox Cave.
Oh, yeah.
But
on
he's
the bright side, we'll be on the mountain for...
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's already going to be at Hera, so he's already going to be Light World. So that's going to kind of route out pretty well for him, I think. Do that straight into GT. Though, I mean, all Captain has to do is just check Bonk Rocks. And... Though, if he does do that, he's probably not going to get that Tempered Sword. So it might end up looking for an extra sword in, like...
we'll probably just find one in GT, right?
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
I mean, we've checked basically everything at this point other than Mire.
I don't think anybody's going to be going into Mire. Gosh, I sure hope not. Decent moth bite. So, both runners looking for that one last item. Captain needs a book. Killer App needs a Cane of Samaria. Who do you think's going to find it first?
I think Captain's going to get his go mode first, actually.
Yeah, I think so too. Just because, well, Killer App still has all of Ice Palace. I think Captain just has less stuff to do.
Right.
And it's funny that it's just a save and quit away.
Yeah, it's been a save and quit away for... Oh, there's the cape! Now we can...
Now we can go get our mitts!
Yeah. Well, Captain can't, because his mitts are on the Ether Tablet, but...
Oh, yeah. That's really funny. Alright, where are we going? What's the verdict, Captain?
Probably not where we should be going. Oh, Captain hasn't done the flipper stuff yet. Oh, because he doesn't have flippers. But he can do Zora. I guess.
Just really hates those boots lock things. Library, Bonk Rocks, King's Tomb, Lumberjack. I'm still surprised he didn't check some of those when he was near him. I don't remember what his route through North Light World was when he had Purple Chest with him.
Well, he did Graveyard Ledge, right? While he was doing that.
Yes.
But he didn't do, but he did, because he didn't have boots at the time, obviously, so he couldn't do King's Tomb.
I'm assuming he just completely avoided the Lumberjack area, like that entire screen. Okay, we're in Light World.
We're doing Pyramid Fairy here.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I lied about Captain Get. Well, I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, Killer App will be literally out of stuff to do after Ice Palace, I think.
Well, he's still got Mire.
He's not going to Mire.
You sure?
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I mean, if I made the conscious decision to not do Hera Basement, I'm probably doing Mire first before going back there.
The question is, was Harapot being allowed a mistake?
Well, honestly, it's kind of interesting, right? Because you do get a lot of situations like this where it's like, oh, neat, I can do this cool thing and skip this required item, but then also I'm going to hose myself in the process. And many of people have gotten hosed by Harapot since its inception.
It's such an interesting scenario because it's like, you know, you don't want to instinctively go for the big key when you know it's down there, because what if the two items are just in the one small chest and on the boss? Then you feel like a Dilbert for doing all that extra stuff. But then, when you find out you're leaving an item in the big chest, woof. Woof! I'm a dog! Woof!
Woof! Alright, Killer App finishing Ice Palace. 6 crystals.
Taking quick work of the boss with that Tempered Sword.
Did the Pyramid Fairy just give us more... No, it's a green potion. Okay. Okay, this has got to be North Dark World for Captain now, right? Just kidding! This is... What is this?
I don't know.
Oh, is this going to be under... Oh, no. Okay, well, luckily Killer App's going into Mire, so Captain has a little more time to wander around here.
I don't know where he's going. This might be Zora. It might be Flipper Checks.
Oh, he's just gonna fake... Why would you fake Flipper them? Okay, this doesn't make sense to me, right? Because obviously you could theoretically find the book here behind some of these checks, but, like, you still need to find your Flippers, and you know your Flippers aren't going to be back here, and if your book is... Like, your book can't be locked by the... I mean, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I wasn't explaining myself very well there, but...
But what if the book is right here, and then teasing mode, and it doesn't need Flippers?
Yeah, but then...
I think this would be a weird play if Swamp was a crystal.
If Swamp was a crystal, yes, this would be a very bizarre
Would it be
play.
a pendant? Like, I could see some logic for doing this as opposed to checking not Flipper lock stuff.
The thing is, though, if you find your book Flipper locked here, I mean, you go. What do you get? You go beat Desert, and
you go beat the game.
I guess you don't need. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Now, picking this over Bonk Rocks, King's Tomb, Lumberjack, Library, that's odd to me.
Oh yeah, Library. I forgot about Library.
I'm hoping Captain grabs that
ether?
that ether and goes into Mire. Oh! Didn't get shot.
But yeah, once Killer App finds their second item in here, they're outie.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, don't get me wrong,
serious.
I love sequence breaking. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game because you can get so much cool info out of it. I don't know. I think it's just more so the fact that what the item locations that he's skipping are interesting to me. I don't think doing these flipper checks are a bad idea. But just in contrast to what is available, I think it's not the greatest idea. If that makes sense. Alright,
Well,
save
luckily
quit.
for Captain, we're
Go to
really
sync.
running out of things here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, listen, don't feel bad. We have been confused multiple times just watching
Yes,
it.
this is true.
Forget about playing it. It's gonna be per the library here finally. Nope. Nope. We're just doing laps. That's fine. Got to get our exercise in.
I think this is purple chest.
Well, this could be North Dark World now, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, you would still need to go to the light world
Right,
to
which is
get
what
to
he's
purple
doing
chest
right now. Oh yeah.
If you pick purple chest over North Dark World, or well, yeah, it's technically North Dark World in this situation. I will have many questions.
Killer App is finished in Mire. I didn't see if Killer App actually pulled both items out, but either way, didn't want to go to Vitreous, so we are finally checking Spike Cave and then going to Endera.
Well, he's looking for Samaria, so I don't think he can go to Vitreous if he wanted to.
You're not wrong. That's true.
Yeah.
So heads up by Killer App there to realize that he can't get to Vitreous.
Really a heads up play to not go try and kill a video without Samaria there.
Alright. Listen, who among us has not tried to go to a boss that they can't actually get to?
Did you just say Among Us?
Uh-oh.
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 Alright, and this is when I would edit in the like, kill sound effect from Among Us.
On YouTube. That'll be... Look for that on the YouTube video.
Yeah. If I don't put it in, just, you know, pretend like I did, because I probably won't. But that's where I would have put it if I, like, had hired an editor.
Captain picking up that sword.
This is looking good. This is looking promising.
Oh, so we are. Well, I mean, we're both gonna hit goat mode. Goat mode?
Goat mode?
Goat mode at roughly the same time here.
Never mind. Right, because this is technically the light world. That's not a place you can...
Oh no, that's not...
That's not where you want him here. This has been a thrill watching y'all figure out what the hell is going on in this mode, while we have also been figuring out what the hell is going on in this mode.
Alright, so here's going to be the book. So hopefully Captain doesn't just bail here with that book and... Oh wait, it doesn't matter, because he doesn't need the flippers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's in go mode. That is go mode right there. They're going to hit go mode almost at the same time. That's literally going to probably come down to execution GT big key routing.
Yeah, I mean, Captain's going to have an extra mountain climb here. I mean,
no,
yeah, GT routing.
He could just flute. What are you talking about?
Oh, right, it puts it right in front of GT.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking other inverted.
Let's see if he remembers. That's the real question. For people that don't know what's going on, this is Standard Inverted, a version of Inverted coined Inverted 2.0, product of Codeman, that has taken a lot of the aspects of Inverted and changed and or improved upon them to make it more interesting / enjoyable / wacky. I'd say this is one of the more wackier modes for sure.
It's wacky. It's absolutely wacky.
Nice Harapot there from Killer App. Had to do some pause buffering to get that correct pixel lineup.
That's why I like the newer way better. You don't need to do any pause buff. There's only... Actually, there is a way to do it now that doesn't require any pixel lineups.
Yeah, when are we going to get the Summoning Salt video on the evolution of Harapot?
Like 5 hours long.
Yeah, Killer App definitely going to be in the dungeon first because he has a much quicker trip. Well, maybe not going this... No, this is right. Hop down, mirror, and then he's there.
Hop, hop.
While Captain will get his big key, but still has to go through the back of desert.
But we do find a big key in GT.
Yeah. But yeah, I do want to give it up to both these runners for putting on a very fun race.
Yeah, give him a follow.
What a wacky mode. Gilgamesh, thank you as well for the last minute joining of the call.
Of course, anytime. I'm always happy to calm. I almost enjoy calming more than racing these days.
I agree. For the most part. Depends on the mood.
It depends on my mood too, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with these asyncs, and I hope everyone that's been participating in them, watching them, or even joining me on comms has enjoyed them as well.
Always happy to hop on comms if you're looking for someone.
I will keep note of that. I do offer an invitation to anyone that has participated in the asyncs if they are interested in joining for commentary for a future async. Just, let me know. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. Maybe I'll include that in the async doc or something. Where people will be like, I'm interested, have a little hand symbol, raise your hand up there. I guess.
Killer app. Yeah. Got 7 crystals now.
Wow, look at it. That's crazy.
Number 8.
Number 8. 8.
Oh man, we really are going to be going in at like almost the same time here.
Yep.
Because Captain just flew up.
That's a done desert.
It would have been faster for Killer App to actually flute out of TR, right? Then dash across?
Yes, I think it would have.
Yeah. I mean, I would have not thought of that either, playing this mode, so I don't, don't blame him, but...
Nah.
Alright, we are in GT.
I mean, we're talking about, like, saving a couple seconds.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not a huge difference, but it does plop you right there.
Well, bam. That's one of the... That's such a cool change. It feels really weird, but I like it. I think like the changes to Death Mountain has been the most important changes. I think.
Yes.
I
mean, Death Mountain is the biggest headache in inverted, in my professional opinion. So.
He's a pro. Hey, it's not in Southwest room. We're going back. Killer App doing the left, right. Probably left.
Not a rando rusher. Oh, Captain going. Oh man, if it's just an hope room here.
Oh. Small key, $20.
No, but I think Captain continues right, because we got that small key, so... We could find our big key at roughly the same time.
Yeah, and then it's just an execution race. In this totally cool, chill, not actually a race community async, of course.
Just for funsies.
Yep. As always...
Except for when I race Shin, then it's super serious.
Yeah, except when it's a damn hover seed in the first ever async.
Listen, you rolled it.
I rolled it. Should have put my foot down, saying, "Hey, none of that shenanigans." But that's not something I would do.
It only took me like 4 minutes, though.
Yeah, it's a good learning experience. But you get the mirror shield. That's fun.
You do. That is fun. All right, Captain. Captain would go full right.
No one would do such a foolish thing.
You're right. He didn't.
You didn't. Yeah. Called it. Oh my gosh, dude! I called it, man.
Wow.
I'm the important person in this restream because I called that. Let's talk about me a little bit more.
Let's do it. Let's talk about Willard J. Bradley. What do people in the chat have to say about Willard? Only nice things.
GT Big Key wasn't number 8. That's the only thing anyone has to say.
Wow. Thanks, Willard Games.
Wow, I can't believe my bot dropped the ball there. Especially in a mode that was raced like over a week ago. Come on! Just imagine the bot like cheated or something. Like, just looked it up. Watched the VODs back.
It scrubbed the VODs, yeah.
But then it would have to scrub everyone's VODs and just get the average for everyone. The average number was for GT Big Key. Alright, is it gonna be in the rando room? Yeah, no. Yeah, nope. No. Gold sword.
I'm a little surprised we haven't stumbled on silvers yet, honestly.
I'm not.
No, they're
them
just
silvers
on
just not interested. You know, they're probably in. You know what? Actually, yeah, I am too. We've seen pretty much everything in the game.
Kinda, yeah.
I would have thought this was gonna be a full clear. Oh wait, I did.
We haven't seen
it's
shovel yet.
Dude, what if it's shovel to That's it. We've seen everything
Yeah,
else.
that's shovel.
Can't really be anything else.
Shovel to shovel. Shovel to another shovel.
Dude, what if it's in the
Pedestal? Have we checked pedestal yet?
I don't know. Oh, there it is, Bob's
Oh, hey,
chest.
Mickey.
All right, if you guessed whatever number that was, you win. I will not tell you what the number was, for I don't
Killer
know.
app not wanting to gamble that there's a small key up at the top of the tower.
Oh yeah. Did he not grab the one? I think he mirrored out after Mirror Shield. I'm pretty sure he
I'm
mirrored
not
out
sure,
after Mirror
actually.
Shield.
Honestly, good on Killer app for paying attention to the key count, because I
Yup.
totally would not have done that there.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, I would have been like, "Ooh, big key. See ya."
Yep.
But I also wouldn't have mirrored out before getting that pot key.
I don't think I would have either, but, you know, it happens sometimes.
I definitely over-collect when it comes to small keys in these dungeons. I'm like, I probably don't need this, but...
I say that very often when I am playing this game. I'm like, I don't think I need this key, but I'm going to get it anyway.
You never know. Maybe I want to open up the forbidden door.
Sometimes it makes sense. It's not often, but, you know, if you don't have a mirror, sometimes you do it.
Sometimes you just got it.
All right, Captain getting to save a little time on Killer App, actually, because he doesn't have to beat Ice Armos, so...
Yeah. He did, unfortunately, miss out on 40 rupees past Ice Armos, but you know
That's
what?
true.
It is what it is.
Pretty detrimental.
Yeah. 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 Dude, I wonder if silvers were in the big chest.
Probably.
I still love the fact that this seed required you to beat up Green Pendant Pod Helma.
And then Bunny Walk
And
to...
then beat Aga to Bunny Walk to Saha for the Moon Pearl.
That is a pretty good Moon Pearl.
And then, that was good. That was one of my favorite. My second favorite was, oh yeah. Yeah, and of course the bow in Pod. That was good too.
Right,
that was
yes,
good
that you needed to beat it, yeah.
And then the whole, oh yeah, once I get Death Mountain access, I can get this glove. Oops, I didn't know I could get that. But I found a different glove off Ether Tablet, and then neither runner got the other glove, because they just didn't.
It all works out, yeah.
It was perfect. I love it. I love that that all happened. That was just chef's kiss.
Perfect seed. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I can't see this red flashing Lamelas without just wanting to hear the TMNT battle theme. Which then makes me just want to hear Sewer Surfing, because it's the best song.
It's a great song.
Which then makes me just think, where's Daff asking me to play Sewer Surfing right now? Because that's one of his things.
His siren call.
Killer App still holding on to this little bit of a lead here.
Yeah, having a little bit of a cleaner gauntlet.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, both runners played really well. It's fun seeing some newer faces on the restream. I think this is Captain's second time on the restream, and Killer App's maybe his third. This is Killer App's first or second. I'd have to go back and look again. Hey, any silvers? Oh.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Is it really just gonna be like GT big chest?
This could be tile room. Oh yeah, it could be the big chest. Or yeah, it's right there.
All
Oh.
along.
Gold, sword, and silvers. Baby game. That's fine. Ganon's a boring fight. Let's just get it out of the way. Ooh,
Oh.
Rollerball.
Whoops.
Captain's heating up. Boy, I wonder why, of all things, why I picked these two runners to have on the
I
restream.
just assumed they were the first two to finish the async, and you said, "Oh, we'll go with those two." There's no other qualifications that you look for when you pick these. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it was actually just a blind pick. I just, I always throw all the runners into a hat and then I draw them out.
Put them on the wheel and just...
It would have been funny because I think there were two people that forfeit. Could you imagine just like picking two people and it's the two people that forfeit?
10 minutes into the seat.
Just
All right,
never
it's over.
see how it ends.
See you next week.
Obviously, that would imply that the people that forfeit submitted their VODs and everything, which they didn't. Oh, Captain says no silvers for me.
Wow, look at this guy.
Hey, he skipped library. Of course he was going to skip all this. Whoop! Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that, but it was really funny. That was a hilarious knockback, and that's a dead Aga for Killer App. My criteria for picking people is people with generally close times, people that haven't been on the restream in a while or at all.
Clean audio.
Clean audio.
Although, that's not a deal breaker,
No.
as evidenced by me being restreamed like 20 times, but...
Now, if you want to play the asyncs and you want to have your mic on and do all your talking and stuff, that's fine. It doesn't mean I'm not going to pick you for the restreams. I think usually the first thing I look at is
Close races.
close races, because they're the most interesting, but if it's like, oh man, we had a close race between these two players that were literally on last week's A-stream, or restream, then I'll hop on down to factor number 2. Yeah, also, I generally pick people that give me money, so just keep that.
Yeah, you gotta grease those palms a little bit if you want to be on the big screen.
Well, we are going to see some silverless on Captain's side. Well, Ganon's going to be pretty much...
Is Captain gonna feel bad? It makes a little more sense in Captain's case, because Captain never touched Swamp, Captain never touched Mire. There's a lot of places that Captain left.
Yeah.
But when Ganon says, "Did you find him in my tower?" he's probably gonna be like, why didn't I just check those chests? I got a hot take. I think people who don't check those chests are wrong. Like, I know a lot of people... No, like, legitimately. I've seen people in, let's say, the higher tiers of competitive play say, like, oh, if I have Tempered Sword or Gold Sword or whatever, it's not worth the time to check those 4 chests on GT if you don't have silvers. I disagree with that. I think it's always worth it.
I think it's mostly always worth it. If I skip anything upstairs GT, it's the top right one in Mini Helmet Room. I'll skip
that one I can, yeah, sure.
But I usually get the other ones along the way. GG's
great,
a killer app. 150, 150. That phase 4 was a little spicy, I'm not gonna lie. It looked like he did the fire rod to try and not necessarily get the torch glitch, but to light one torch. Because sometimes not getting torch glitch sets you up for triples with silvers, but I think it was one of those situations where the torch going out ate his input, which happens a lot, and then he hookshotted to the other torch. It was, which I don't know if that was intended or not, but still very good. And just gonna zoom on through the credits here, and we'll watch as Captain wraps up with some silvers. Just a bad quick swap, or at least he didn't mirror out. not that you could.
Pretty clean phase 4 from Captain.
Yeah. Phase 4 is easy.
It is the easiest phase.
Yeah.
Well, I guess 3 is easier.
Well, if you really count 3 anyway,
It depends. I actually think phase 3 with Master Sword will pain in the ass.
Well, yeah, that's true, because most time he's going to get them fire bats out, for sure.
Yeah. GG's to Captain, who also finishing this seed.
Yeah, very nice time between the two of them. Thank you so much for letting me restream you. Let me just real quick. I just want to read what their thoughts on this seed. Killer app. New seed. Moon Pearl Ed Red Cane can rot in hell. Not a big fan of that flute location either. Oh, you don't like flute? New flute 1?
Tell us how you really feel.
That's fair. It's a different one. Let's read what Captain said. Captain said, so seed not broken this time. Lol, but I kind of broke the seed with bad gameplay. Tried to figure out what to do after I beat Pod and realized, oh yeah, Aga. Did get the Moon Pearl right away and then saved and quit and then realized I could have beaten Eastern right away. Oops. Yeah, that's a bit of a oops. Oh, you're talking about the flute being at Agana. Yeah, that really sucks.
Anything at Agana is
anything
trash,
at Agana sucks, but especially in inverted. Ain't nobody going over there. GG's to both runners. Thank you again so much. And of course, thank you as well to Gilgamesh.
Of course.
For joining.
Thank you for having me.
Always a good time having you.